Hello everyone, in this video we're going to go over how to use PuzzleWiz to create Hangman puzzles that you can either create an entire book on Hangman puzzles or use them as separate pages in an activity book combined with other puzzle types. Now in order to get to Hangman you want to log into PuzzleWiz and click on Hangman in the left hand menu. Now Hangman does have a few settings that we can select, but we are also going to need to put an input into the software so that it knows how to make the Hangman puzzle. So we'll go over that in 1 second. First, let's select the options at the top. I typically keep a lot of these by default. So I'm going to keep bleed. You can select no bleed, but I'll keep it at default as bleed. I'll select a size. You can do 5 by 8, 6.9, or 8.5 by 11. My preferred size of a book is 6.9 or 6 by 9 or rather, so I'm going to keep that. You can select the paging style of double-sided or single-sided. I'm going to keep that the same. And pages, I'm going to keep that at 1 as well, just for example purposes. Now before we get to the example file, you can select all of these different type of fonts, which will make it look a little bit different in the file itself that it outputs, but I'm going to keep it at Charm, which is the default. Now for this type of puzzle, you're going to need to input a CSV file. You can either use Excel for this, or if you don't have access to Excel, Google Sheets is a free alternative, but you must make sure that when you are saving a Google Sheets file, it is a .csv, otherwise it won't work. Now you'll see the directions right here. They need to be separated into sections per page by an empty line, and here is the number of words depending on the size that you want to add. So I've already gone ahead and downloaded an example file here, and I will show you what that looks like. So this is what the example file looks like, and you'll notice that here is one section, okay, for one puzzle, and notice how it is separated by a blank line. Then there is another section, a blank line, so each one of these sections would be considered a puzzle. Now the reason you need to input words into a CSV file and then upload it to PuzzleWiz is PuzzleWiz needs to know what words to add so they can add the underlines for the Hangman puzzles that it's going to create. So let's go back inside of PuzzleWiz. We will upload this file and see what that looks like. So we're back inside of PuzzleWiz. Let's go ahead and select that file and upload it. Alright, so you'll see that the CSV file has been uploaded. It's just named hangmanexample.csv. And again, it's .csv. If this is another extension, you are going to run into some issues. We've selected the options at the very top, and you'll see down here at the bottom there are a few checkboxes that you can use. I'm going to keep this one as default. I am going to include solutions, but I'm not going to include page numbers or match them up because we're only doing one single page. So let's go ahead and click Submit, which will create our Hangman puzzle. At the top, you'll notice the document is being processed. It'll only take a few seconds depending on the number of pages, and then it automatically gets refreshed just like that when the Hangman puzzle is done. So if we click on download your content, it will download the puzzle onto your computer, which you can then open up, and this is the PDF. Now, if you have played Hangman before, which I assume you probably have, you'll notice that each word clearly has different number of letters. And you'll see that that is laid out right here with the boxes and a little hangman that the customer on the other side of the computer can draw when they get this book. Now see, this is the first page. There's a solutions page, and here at the very end are those words that are the solutions for these different hangmans. Now, these are really great to make as standalone books for people maybe who are on very, very long plane rides, or you can throw them into an activity book, which gives it a little bit of variety and helps you stand out.